Hi everyone, I wanted to talk today about the time that I was watching Unsolved Mysteries in Florida, and they asked if anybody had any information about this woman that had been killed. And I said, oh my God, I remember her, and I was one of the last people to see her. She was actually a very good friend of mine. I had owned a dress shop in my little town, and she was a beautiful woman. She came in and she asked if she could give me some things on consignment. Now, I didn't do that because all my clothes were coming from Charlotte, North Carolina, and the Buyers Mart out of New York. But I said, let me see your designs, and I'll see if it could sell or I could market it. Well, she came back 2 weeks later, and this time she was hysterical. She was crying. I have never seen a woman that upset. And I had this beautiful couch in my dress shop. It was very Floridian, it was wicker, and I made her sit down, and I just tried to hug her and everything. And then I went and got my husband, and I said, we got a problem. She is afraid her husband is going to kill her. And I told my husband why, because she said that she had mistakenly come across the fact that he'd been lying on his income tax returns, and she was livid. I mean, then when I watched the show and I saw that she, they needed to know who did it. Well, I did call the police in that town. And because I'm an ex-deputy sheriff, I said to the officer, I said, you need to look at her husband, because this is what she told me in my dress shop. I said, that is where I would focus my investigation. So, well, you can guess what happened. The officer never went and wrote up the report of what I said. And so it ends up on Unsolved Mysteries. When I told them what had happened in my dress shop and her concerns, she, like I said, she was frightened out of her mind. So what happened, how she died was she went to a party, and they both were drinking, and for some reason she got ran over by her husband in the vehicle. Well, I don't consider that an accident, especially after what happened. So I called the Commonwealth Attorney, and I called Unsolved Mysteries and told them what I knew, and they gave me a plane ticket immediately to go back to that town and testify on this in the courtroom what I had known. So they gave me a hotel, and I went and I did my best at trying to describe just how upset she was. I have only seen, maybe in my 63 years on this earth, maybe just 2 or 3 women that had that same reaction. And most of them was, like domestic violence. But it was terrible. And I'm not sure about the outcome, but it was written up in the Northumberland Echo in Virginia, and probably also the Rappahannock Record in Virginia. I think he was convicted. I'm not sure, because this was like 25 years ago. I don't know if he got out on appeal. I should maybe check the case. So that's how I got connected to Unsolved Mysteries. Bye.